Hello, welcome to Pilates with Courtney. Today is just a stretching routine on the reformer. So these are some of my favorite stretches to do when I'm feeling tight and I just want to stretch and feel good. So let's get started. We're going to start with one red spring, just one red. And let's start by standing on the side of our machine with our hands on the foot bar, our foot against the shoulder rest, and our knee down on the carriage. Stepping forward with that standing leg just a little bit, and then we're just gonna push the carriage back and feeling that nice hip flexor stretch on that side of the knee that's on the carriage. So sometimes I see clients kind of go all the way to here, and while that sometimes feels good, what I'm looking for here is a stretch of your hip flexor. So maybe tuck your tailbone under and try to lengthen your torso more upright and see if you can feel a better stretch in your hip there. Okay. Then let's take that inside arm. So the same arm that of the side of the knee that's on the carriage, you're going to lift that arm straight up to the ceiling and then side bend over. See how that feels. Good. And then bring the hand down, bring the carriage in. Now let's push back and then straighten this front leg into a little stretch of the hamstring here. Take a few deep breaths. Good. And then bring the carriage in. And then one more time, you're going to push back into that hip stretch. Tuck your tailbone under, reach your right arm, so the opposite arm now, up to the ceiling, and then I want you to rotate and reach back. Look at your hand. You should feel a nice stretch in your hip flexor and a little twist in your back that hopefully feels good. Bring the arm up and back to the foot bar. Bring the carriage in. Let's come around to the other side. Same thing. Starting with that hip flexor stretch. So foot against the shoulder block, knee down, step forward with that standing leg, push back, and then remember, try not to be here, tuck under. Tuck that tailbone under so that you lengthen the front of your hip here. Okay, and just feel that nice stretch. Adding the same side arm. So for me, it's my right arm, lift it up to the ceiling, grow tall. And then a side bend over. Stretching that psoas. Good, bring it back. Hand comes down, bring the carriage in. This time, let's stretch the hamstring in the front leg. So dropping the hip back, maybe flexing that foot on the ground, feeling a stretch in the leg, the hamstring, the back of the leg of the foot on the floor. Good, bring it in. One more time, we're gonna push back to that hip stretch. Opposite arm now lifts up to the ceiling, grow tall, and then rotate and open, look back towards your hand, hold for a few seconds. And then bring the arm forward and then bring the carriage in. Okay, now let's go ahead and carefully hold on to the foot bar, step up onto the carriage. If you are taller, you can bring your feet back, or if you're tight in your hamstrings. If you are a little bit shorter, like 5'4", you could bring your feet forward about halfway. Now sit your hips back and bring your head down between your shoulders. You should feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Just take a few breaths here. Good, and then bring yourself forward and come on down to your knees. Widen your knees like you're gonna do a child's pose. Sit back over your heels and then just push the foot bar away. And you can either stay here like a child's pose if that feels good, or sometimes I like to come up with my hips, drop my chest down and see if that feels good. Good, and then bring the carriage in. And then let's go ahead and turn to one side. If you can find a Z-sit with your legs, this is the Z-sit with your right shin against the shoulder block, other shin across the side, and then the hand on the foot bar. Other arm reaches out. Just make sure you're in the right position. If your legs are swapped around, it's not gonna feel as good of a stretch. So again, for me, it's the right shin against the shoulder block, left hand on the bar. Reach the arm out long, take a breath in, and then exhale, push the foot bar away as you side bend. Try to find length here. Try to see if you can get that hip down towards the carriage a little bit more. And then add a rotation. Rotate the chest towards the floor. Maybe square off your hands, square off your shoulders, and then just let your chest drop down a little bit. And then rotate back, center that left hand, rotate back, bring the carriage in, grab onto the shoulder rest, and then stretch the opposite direction. Maybe a little rotation here might feel good. I go to here, but I see some clients go all the way down. Just do what feels good to you. Come back to the side. Hand goes on that foot bar one more time. Reach the other arm out. Push that foot bar away. Find that length first. Then add the rotation. And if you really like rotation, you can thread the needle. So thread that arm through, maybe reaching to the other side and grab the other side of the frame. Hold and breathe. You're pushing with your top arm, pulling with your bottom arm. Good. Rotate back and come back up. Stretch the other way. Good. Let's do the other side. So swivel around. Again, if you're taking the Z sit, make sure on this side that your left shin is against the shoulder block and then the right shin is across on the side. Right hand on the foot bar. Arm reaches out, side bend, and find that length. Good. Add the rotation. Rotate the chest to the floor. Rotate back. Come back up. Grab onto the shoulder block, counter stretch. And if you like that rotation here, go for it. And then rotate back. One more time. Hand on that foot bar. Other arm, reach it out and side bend. Find that length. Then rotate, and this is where you can thread the needle, reaching to the other side. Pushing with that top arm, pulling with the hand on the frame. And then rotate back and come back up and then counter stretch. Okay, swivel around now to the front of your carriage. Put your feet on the platform, and then I like my knees a little bit wide, and you're about halfway up on the carriage. Hold on to the foot bar. You're gonna push the carriage out and try to straighten your legs. It's okay if they don't straighten all the way. And then you're gonna drop your head down between your arms. I want you to pull, like really pull on that foot bar to feel a nice stretch in between your shoulder blades and your lats right here. Okay, and just breathe. You're also getting that hamstring stretch and low back. Always good. Okay, now bring the carriage in, widen your knees. Pull on that foot bar, and I want you to kind of extend your back a little bit into extension. Lift the chest up to the ceiling. Good, and then exhale, push back out. Drop that head, round your spine. Really pull on that foot bar. Carriage comes in. Lift the head, neck, and chest. And come back to neutral. Okay, favorite time is feet in straps. So let's add a blue spring on so that you have a red and a blue. I forgot to mention on the balanced body, one red is heavy, one blue is a medium. So if you're not on balanced body, it's a heavy and a medium. Okay, I like my headrest up, but you are welcome to leave it down. Okay, and then let's go ahead and lay down. Grab your long loops behind you. And go ahead and put them on the arches of your feet. Stretch your legs out long. Wiggle around so you feel nice and centered on the carriage. And let's start with that neutral pelvis. Okay, so Nice neutral pelvis, hands down by your side, heels together, toes apart. Let's just lift the legs up and then press the legs down. And lift the legs up and press the legs down. 2 more. Good. And next time your legs come up, you're going to separate your legs and go right into leg circles, opening out, down, and around. Stay turned out if you can, if that feels good in your hips. Good. Relax your shoulders and just feel that nice hip mobility. Let's do 3 more. Good. And 2. And then let's go ahead and just reverse that circle, pressing the legs down, circling up and around. I love how good this feels in your hips, keeping you nice and mobile. Let's do 1 more. Good. And then you're going to stop with your legs up to the ceiling. If this is enough of a hamstring stretch, you can just stay there. If you want more, you're going to grab your ropes a little bit higher up towards the straps will be a deeper stretch. If you grab back here, it's not so much of more of a stretch. So up here and then pull down. Your lower back can imprint into the carriage. Just feel that nice stretch. Hold and breathe. Now you can either let go of the ropes or just hold on to them as you open your legs out wide, feeling inner thighs, inner hamstring, and just breathe here. Good. And then bring your legs back together. Let's take one strap off. I'm going to take my left strap off. My free foot is going to go on the foot bar, and just put that strap on your shoulder rest. And then this right leg, you're going to start with the hamstring stretch, pulling straight down. And then you're going to take it into an IT band stretch. So take your leg across midline, across your body, but try not to let that hip lift. So this is more of just a low back twist. Anchor your pelvis, stretch the leg over as far as you can feel that stretch all on the side of your leg, your IT band. Push into the pinky side of your foot. Switch hands holding the rope. Open the leg out to the side as far as it feels good to you. And then bring it back to center. Bend that knee and then push the strap leg away and bring your free foot in front of the knee with the strap on it. Bend the knee and then you're in your figure 4 stretch. Try to make sure that that knee is open and you can see like that number 4, right? This is a great stretch for your hips, your back. Just hold and breathe. And then when you're ready, you can push the strap leg away to get your free foot out. And then let's go ahead and switch sides, okay? So hook up that strap, hook on the other strap. Start with that straight leg up to the ceiling. And then just pull down if you want more for that hamstring stretch. Taking the leg across midline, anchoring the pelvis. Don't let that hip lift. Breathe into it. Sometimes IT band stretches can be a little bit intense. Don't overdo it. Open the leg out to the side. Maybe bend your right knee to get a deeper stretch. And then bring the foot back. You're going to bend the knee, push it away to bring your free foot in front of the knee with the strap on it. Bend the knee and find that figure 4 stretch and just breathe. Good. Feels so good. Okay, when you're ready, push that strap leg away, find the foot bar, and then take that strap off. One final little stretch here. I want you to just bring both knees into your chest, give yourself a big hug, rock side to side, and release any tension in your lower back. And just take note of how good you feel right now. Yeah. Good. Let's roll to one side, push yourself up, and you are all done. I hope you feel great, just like I do, and I look forward to doing more stretching videos with you in the future. We'll see you next time.